Hey, what's going on? It's Mando Crusader, and welcome to episode 26 of Sunless Skies. Last episode, we traveled a bit more around Eleutheria, until finally ending up at the Eagle's Empyrean, though we haven't discovered the official name yet. That's up there. And yeah, that's about what we did. We also joined the revolutionaries in Eleutheria and got a mission that we need to do for them. Where was that? Here. We have to do that. And, yeah, in this episode, we're gonna see what's going on in the Eagle's Empyrean. We're gonna finish this, and then we're gonna continue our trip through and around Eleutheria. We've still got, let's see, we still have a few more ports to find, and obviously big chunks of the map left to explore. We've sort of roughly divided into quarters here. So we still got a lot to explore. Also, I just want to say Happy Halloween. It will be Halloween when, well, today, obviously. So yeah, Happy Halloween. Be sure to keep your lights on, your doors locked, and also watch out for that thing that's behind you, and don't turn around. It really doesn't like that. Anyway, Sunless Skies in the suitably spooky region of Eleutheria, I might add. Also, one last thing, if you enjoy this content, I would kindly ask you to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. And also, comment below, how was your Halloween? Let me know. So yes, we are currently at the Lane of Lions and Unicorns, London's embassy in the Eagle's Imperium. We could hire our own crew, but we have full crew, so we don't need to do that. Let's take a look at London's Enclave. Her Majesty's embassy dominates this little street, but the eagle stands above the lion and the unicorn on the street sign. London and the Khanate worked together to enter the High Wilderness, but their alliance since has been tenuous. It is preserved only by desperate diplomatic endeavor and a number of carefully preserved fictions regarding what the other is up to. So, we can ask about the transit relay to the Reach. Few diplomats would accept a posting here if they couldn't return to British territory. They know of a way back. Rivalry. The gentleman is immediately obliging. We really should put a sign up. The Reach transit relay lies to the north of Pan. Close by, clockwise from the region from here, around the region from here. It is under Empyrean control, of course, in accordance with the treaty. He smiles the broad smile of a practiced liar. We thought it would be a nice gesture, let them think they control their borders and all that. For all his confidence, he checked for Empyreans in earshot before saying that. Alright, so that's how we get back to the Reach from Eleutheria. We can enjoy a respite at the Maiden Unicorn, a tea shop on the edge of the lane, as close to home as one can be in Eleutheria. Home comforts. No matter how hard the decor tries, it can't mask the darkness visible from the window, nor soften the electric light of the Empyrean moon. Still, off-duty diplomats congregate around the triangle-cut sandwiches. They drink steep tea with translators, attachés, and runners. The Maiden and Unicorn is also popular with citizens of the Empyrean. Some come to sample the latest London cuisine, others to do unofficial business with London's embassy. Others, like everyone else, just come to get away from the dark. So now it's time to do the really important thing. Introduce yourself at the embassy. They might be glad to receive news from London. Few captains dare venture into Eleutheria. You can get a visa here, required to enter the Empyrean proper. A brisk welcome. The embassy is a fine example of Georgian architecture. Inside, the elegance gives way to a pandemonium of desks where bureaucrats minutely scrutinize their correspondence. Any mistake could trigger a summons to the Khan and the possible expulsion of the embassy. Each is hunched with age, with hair as white as Lustrum's snow. The ambassador's secretary is assigned to handle incoming captains. He reaches over a mountain range of papers with a visa. Please don't make additional work for us. If you must visit the city, be polite. So, we now have a visa to enter the Imperium proper. That's what we're going to do in a bit. First, I want to see what else is going on over here. We can visit the embassy again. And, ooh, we can smuggle some artifacts or secrets. And if we do, we can grab a moment of inspiration or a cryptic benefactor. That will probably be very, very relevant because cryptic benefactors can be very important later. And, additionally, they're kind of hard to come by. So we'll have to remember that. Right, let's check out the Empyrean. The electric and neon jewel in the eagle's crown, and the only Empyrean city in the high wilderness. A solitary bastion of brightness in the long night of Eleutheria. We can repair our locomotive, or we can do the visa checkpoint. And because our locomotive is pretty much full health, or at least close enough to full health for our purposes, we're going to go to the visa checkpoint. A modest checkpoint stands at the end of the lane of lions and unicorns. Visitors to the Empyrean must have their papers checked. There's a queue to get past the guards, but it moves efficiently. Have your visa checked by the guards. They are ready to inspect your papers. Ingress. You are welcome to the one true civilization in Eleutheria. You are as free to explore as any citizen. Let's see, we can go to the Ovo of Ruined Skies, or Returned Skies, go to the Khan's Market, or go to Shang-Tu. Let's go from top to bottom, I suppose. The spiritual heart of the Empyrean, a sanctuary for its citizens, and a monument to its entry into the heavens. You set out to the... I am going to butcher this every single time I come across it. The Ovo, I'm just going to go with that. Correct me in the comments. Passing through the lantern-strung streets of the richer districts. Citizens hurry past, some fearfully watching the skies. The belt of midnight is too close for the Empyrean's comfort. The eagle's moon cannot drive away so much dark. Each street is lit by evenly placed electric lights. The light is cold and casts hard shadows. Empyrean citizens hurry by in silks and cloth. There's always somewhere to be in the Imperium. All who live here work. There is no space for idleness. Spot a bespectacled official. An imperial man has been following you since you left the lane of lions and unicorns. The bespectacled official slides next to you and adjusts his cravat. I need an observer to bring me the latest goings-on in Eleutheria. A traveler would suit my purposes very well. Perhaps we could discuss it over a little tea and a friendly game of mahjong. There's a little park on the lanes of lions and unicorns. I'll be by the rose bush. Okay, we can walk away. A rose bush? The gentleman must be a member of the Rose Without Thorns, the Empyrean's foreign office. He wishes you to spy for him, or give your assent. This may prove profitable. Well, I see no harm in this. We don't like London, and well, we also don't like the Khanate because, you know, we hate light and all of that. Profit, I'm sure, could help. Something help the revolution. So let's give our assent. A nod is enough. The official adjusts his glasses. You go your separate ways. Your destination. The Ovo stands before you, as promised. A mass of stone and bone. forming a labyrinth around a mound. A withered branch from a massive silver tree rises to the sky. From it hangs a cobalt-hued... my gosh. Kadog? I'm gonna go with Kadog. This is probably a good time to mention that I don't speak Mongolian, so keep that in mind. Wander through the oval of the returned sky. Here, the electric lights have given way to paper lanterns. They hang from cords that zigzag the square surrounding the central mound. Thrice around. You follow the lanterns, passing between the stacks of stone and wood and bone. It is built like a labyrinth. Mosaics on the walls depict the history of the Eagle's Empyrean, its rise and its fall through the gates of the avid horizon to here. You eventually find your way to the center. A statue of a woman stands there, dressed in the ceremonial robes of an imperial queen. She is reaching up. The ceiling above you is a dome, painted like a starry sky. Suspended from it, reaching down for the woman's hand, is a statue of an elegant courtier. After a while, a group of very polite guards escort you out of the Empyrean to the port. You have seen enough for today, they say. Oh. Well, alright then. I guess we're done here. So, alright. That's the Empyrean. We can come back later. I apologize, by the way, for the lag in this area. This is probably the most demanding area in the game. So, that's why. Right, I want to find the nameplate, because that may be just enough experience to push us over the edge here. And also, we need to discover the transit relay. That is incredibly important if we want to return home to the Reach and continue on our way. We found the Khan's Palace. And there's the transit relay. So it's good that we found that. There we are. Now we just need to find the nameplate, the name thing, so we can have officially discovered the port. And ow, didn't mean to slam straight into that. And this one always was a little tough to find. It took me a while to find it in my last camp playthrough of this as well. Right, this may take a little bit. I'll be back when I find it. There we are! Finally, my goodness. Right, that's a level up, and that means a new facet. Let's see what we have to choose from. We got a Scandal, Spiriford, Family Footsteps, Below Stairs, or Pestilence. Let's see. How about Family Footsteps? Mainly because we really need the hearts. The apple did not fall far from the tree. The way you turned out came as little surprise to those around you. Cast from a mold, they said. But which of your family's qualities do you embody? Their virtues. Some inherit wealth. You inherited character. Good breeding, people said. Well, perhaps. But you've always been a keen observer and learned quickly. Or their vices. Blood will out, they said darkly. It certainly does with a little help and a sharp knife. Nah, I'd say we're a good person. Probably, maybe, most likely. Let's take that as we get a little bit more hearts and a little bit more mirrors. Our two weakest stats. Right, so we need to pick up some supplies. And then after that, we're going to head off down here and see what we can find that way. So, I will see you once I find something interesting. After I buy some fuel and supplies first, obviously. Also, we're disturbingly low on money. I just thought I'd point that out. Ooh, we found some supplies. And a ministry monitor. What's that doing out here? Fascinating. Also, there's this thing, but we can't really do anything with that. And it looks like there's a wonder over here, and I think I know what this is. And it's yep, it's this, and it's really, really cool. So you heard the Khanate, or references to the Khanate's moon. This is the Khanate's moon. This is what they use to light their part of the heavens. And we can stop by the Xanthus moon. The nearest land to the Xanthus moon is the moon's still. The path, or sill, moon's sill. The path between it and the Empyrean main dock is well traveled by groups of small, privately owned engines. Each convoy resembles a crowd of fireflies drawn to the light of the moon. They travel here to perform rites of resolution and renewal, and to conduct the mandate of the moon. Dock at the moon's sill. Several Empyrean engines have landed already. There's room for plenty more. A ritual. The Empyreans light only enough lamps to pick their way to the site of the ceremony. Occasionally, there is a muffled curse as someone stumbles and falls. The Imperials gather in a large crater, huddled together, waiting. It is time for the rite of resolution. The engineers have landed. They stand outside the circle of Imperials, their clothes in tatters, smeared with oil and dirt. But they are safe and they are sound. All around you, lanterns are lit, a warm glow grows and brightens. The crowd parts, the engineers climb up through it to the center. We can join or stand back. It only costs 1 supplies. I think we'll be fine. Join the rite of resolution. Before the engineers can be welcomed back, their names must be restored. Afterwards, they will want a good, hearty meal. While working on the moon, they have had to make do with only plain rice. Welcome repast. Each engineer's name is held by a loved one, who steps forward holding a wax scroll. Each scroll is soaked in a cup of wine until the ink runs from it and mingles with the liquid. Each engineer drinks the wine. The crowd erupts in delight. Most engineers turn eagerly to what you have brought. They've had moon rations for weeks. Your fungal crackers, wrinkled apples, and pungent slabs of cheese are like a feast. They're delighted to gift you a memento of their deployment for it. One of the moon's broken, burned-out lanterns. It's said they bring good luck. Well, we get an otherworldly artifact in exchange for supplies. The ceremony is complete. It is time for the citizens of the Eagles Empyrean to return to their daily lives. Join the Imperials, return to their engines. The ceremony is over, they depart, still holding their wax paper lamps. A community dispersing. Impatient captains frown at crew putting off boarding to prolong conversations. Exasperated parents hunt for straying children. It'll be a little while yet before the moon's sill is back under the sole stewardship of its caretakers. Onwards! So, yeah, this is what the Empyrean uses to light its part of the heavens. And it's all lanterns. It's not like the clockwork sun. They didn't like recreate a star or anything. So, yeah, I always found that pretty cool. A really neat visual. Anyway, back on to the exploration. Oh, hold on. Never mind. A meeting at the crossroads. A figure waits by the signpost. In silhouette, it resembles a woman with a long skirt. Upon up close, you hear chatter of chitin wrapped in layers of veils and shawls that smell of harsh antiseptic. The Measurer, the stories go. Few of them have happy endings. The figure introduces itself as Mistress Poppyseed and offers charity of a sort. A measured charity, to be exact. There is no reading the expression behind the veil. We can accept a gift of sustenance, a gift of foreknowledge, or refuse. And if I remember correctly, you really don't want to accept the gifts here. So I'm just going to refuse. A deal rejected. Yes, a deal. The figure withdraws its extended mandible and disappears behind the crossroad post. You return to your locomotive, ready to continue your journey. And we lose some terror. So that's nice. Now it's back to the exploration. Ooh. An extinguishment. We gain an Eleutherian mystery. Honestly, much worse things could have happened there. So, I'll take that. I will take that any day of the week. Aha! You found another port. You have found Achilles. There we go. Now we've officially found Achilles. Unfortunately, or relatively fortunately, we are out of time for this episode. We're gonna have to see what's up here next time. So, thank you all for watching. Again, if you like this video, be sure to subscribe, like, ring the bell, do all that stuff. Comment in the comments below. Just do all of that. And, yeah, that's about it. Next episode, we're going to see what's up with Achilles. We'll see, and hopefully find the rest of the ports. Maybe. Who knows? There's a lot to do here, so maybe just an entire episode with this. So, yeah, that's about it. Happy Halloween, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.